You check
Like the other, like,
real quick
what pick up where we left off? What we,
about the Franklin, out of all the
out
Franklin.
of all the, you know,
Yeah.
the family, the Lord's taking one of a family, one of a household, right? What's dope is in every culture, especially when boys reach a particular age, they all will have a rite of passage. They all will have, you know, particular trials and tests that they were put through to show that they were coming into manhood, that they were ready for more responsibility. Okay, and within that process, you would begin to have a pulse for who the leaders of the next generation would even be. The elect, we're going through the ultimate rite of passage. They say kind of give you a visual aid of that in the movie 300.
Man,
Movie 300 with the kids.
right.
When they turned a certain age, they had to go into the wilderness and all of that. That was a little, you know, extreme. But what we're doing is extreme. We gotta lay down our lives to be a part of the government of the heavens. Right. So yeah, man, this is a rite of passage, and it's a great honor to even be put through this trial, because to pass it means something far beyond anybody can think of.
Yep.
You see, this brother had something over here.
Come on, this is 2 Ezra chapter 7, and I'm gonna start it, man. I really could start up, bro.
Pick whatever you want on spirit, man.
I'll start up. It's 2 Ezra chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, and I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, slide it. It says, but put the case, the entrance were narrow like a river. It says, who then could go into that sea to look upon it and to rule it. It says, if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing, a city is builded and set upon a broad field and full of all good things. The entrance therefore is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. It says
the entrance itself is narrow. It's set in a dangerous place to. Not everybody. It's set so only one. It's gonna say it ain't. Only one person.
Yeah,
can go at a time.
And that's the point that I wanted to get, because that's like you had made the point like a rite of passage, like going back into like when Jake, you know, like saving the, you know, so-called Native Americans, they will have to go out by themselves, and the child will have to go out and prove himself as a man. They had to do that They had to do that by themselves. No one could help it. Yeah. You see, and this is going into what we're reading about right now. Oh yeah. It says
you notice that though, that the Native Americans did that, the Spartans did that. Right. You even look at like certain mythologies. You know, people had to go through trials in order to be considered a hero or a man. That's our culture. All right. And this is the highest rite of passage that they have. You got it, bro.
Right. Come on. 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, the entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if it were a fire on the right hand, and then on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both.
And look, being in this world, having the knowledge that we have, and still having a function within this world, it's like walking a tightrope. You got to be very careful about how you move it, man, so that the ministry not blamed, so that you're able to, you know, to still go about your daily life and make a living. You can't be too. You got to be just right. And our apostles, they've shined the light. The Lord has used them to shine the light on that path, on how to balance in this world, knowing what we know. All right, you go.
Verse 8. It says, in one only, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
This ain't a group test.
Right.
You can't ride the coattails of another man. You gotta pass the test. Is this not? Oh, well, you know, I was with this brother. I was with the elder. No, you gotta pass the test. It's not a group test. You want to say something?
No, you got.
Yeah. You know, back in school, they used to put the folders up around your desk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, you got to take this by yourself. You can't look at my test. You got to pass it by yourself.
Right.
I mean, look at Yahweh. He had to go through what he had to go through pretty much by himself.
Man, Peter and them couldn't go through it with him.
Exactly.
That's why I remember he came back after praying. You know, he was like, man, damn, y'all can't come on,
do it
bro.
one more time.
Y'all
Like,
can't.
because he was feeling it. He was like,
Yeah.
But we all gonna have that hour, man. We all gonna have that hour of temptation like our Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know, we like, damn, bro, you got. But he was you know what I'm saying?
No.
He was by himself, but he wasn't by himself, man.
Yeah.
You see, because the Lord was with him, man. It said immediately after that, man, the angels came and strengthened him, man. You see, and the Holy Spirit, man, is with the elect. It's gonna give them the strength to make it through that, through these trials and tribulations, that hour of temptation.
Yeah.
Why? Because they kept the faith and they kept their testimony, man.
And using your grace period to walk in the Lord's way, to pray, to be in sync with the Lord's standard, be in sync with Him and how He wants you to be. Right now, you're strengthening that connection, that voice. Because hey, in the time of trouble, in the time of your test, brothers gonna be guided the same way our forefathers was guided, right?
Oh, yeah.
But how do you heighten that connection to hear that voice? It starts right now.
Right.
This is how you build up the connection to have the proper direction when you are by yourself and you're not by yourself at the same time.
Right.
It starts now. But a majority of people, they spend majority of their time doing what makes them feel good. What makes you feel good gonna have you put to death in the days to come, bro.
Right. Yep. That's something about it.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because it just add on to your point, Bernard. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. You see, one more time, and then jump to chapter 2 and read that about he that overcometh, I shall give power over the nations, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee in the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. So this is about to happen. Everybody is about to be faced with a choice, man. It's not just the man of the Lord. So it tells you that in second Esdras, man. The righteous shall suffer straight thing, and the wicked shall suffer straight things, man. But it's a difference between those two. The righteous will suffer the straight thing and hope for the wide. The wicked will suffer the straight thing and have no and shall not see the wide, man. So you see. So that's our hope is in immortality. You know what I'm saying? But you got to hold fast until that because it's a process. Now, can you go to chapter 2?
God, this is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, because that's how it said until the end. You got to keep the word unto the end, man. You see? That's why the scripture say, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yep.
You got to rock out all the way to the end, man, and to them chariots till you beamed up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You can't not a second. You can't fold. Not a second before that. You got to be stern and firm all the way into the chariots, man.
Finish
Right. You know, and that's when your body like a fucking race. When you see a marathon or something like that, somebody in sports that them last rounds, that's what make or break. You know what I'm saying?
That finish, they throw their whole body across the finish line.
You know
what I mean? That's how you got to be in the spirit, man. At the end of the race, when you watch the Olympics, they going their hardest at the end. They're like, oh, I'm almost finished, I'm a cruise. They're going their hardest at the end.
Right.
So right now, anybody that's in a complacent spirit, nigga, you are tripping. You should be doing all you can to make your calling and election sure.
Right.
You read that Revelation 3 and 10 one more again?
Yep. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right. So remember we just said, well, how do you build up the strength, that connection with the Lord so that you're watched over, you're looked out for it? Because you have kept, right? Read it again, bro.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at that word patience, just the word patience itself, you go to Edom Online, you'll find a synonym of suffering. We had to suffer with our Lord in this walk, man. You had to forsake a lot in this world. Relationships, things, aspirations that you thought you wanted to do. Well, for the sake of the Lord.
Man, I got something, bro.
Go
You got some more to that, bro?
Yeah,
you got some more to that, yeah.
Well, I was gonna read the rest of it. Okay, I'm starting from the top. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, because the hour of temptation, that chip is gonna be made mandatory.
It's like
All right, chip is gonna be made mandatory, but the scriptures also say that the Lord's servants are gonna eat and drink. So the Lord's gonna keep us. He knows what we need. He knows your breaking point. Whatever test you receive, it's because you can pass it.
all right.
So you got to see things that way. If the Lord put me through this adversity, it's because I can pass it. The Lord ain't gonna put too much weight on the bench to where you can't get it off the bar. Go ahead, bro. You finish the verse, but now I got something.
God, continuing on, it says, also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's it.
You got to be.
Come on, this for Second Peter's chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. And this is the point. But if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren or unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. That's the key. That's the key to win, man. You see, having these particular qualities, you see, that's the key. That's how you be fruitful in this truth, man. That's how you endure to the end, by displaying it and living it now, man. You see, you got to have it in you now. You got to have it in you. You got to put it. You got to be practicing to have it in you now. You see, that way when it's time, when it's game time, and you tired, that constant going over the same, that constant repetition, it's just second nature for you to do it, man. You know?
Yeah. When you look up, all those qualities, that will make a man a Swiss Army knife, in the sense of there's no situation he will be unfamiliar with. If you could read that again, bro.
Oh, come on. This is 2 Peter's chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, and besides this, give all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge.
So it's showing you that all of these qualities, they're intertwined. And as a man of the Lord, you should be diligent.
Yep.
And if you're diligent, go ahead, keep reading.
It says, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness.
All right.
And to brotherly kindness charity. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
The combination of all those characteristics makes a man very rounded. All right? The brotherly kindness that it mentioned, that means brother's going to be down for you. They're going to be like, man, this brother, of course I'm going to go out my way and look out for this brother. So your connection is solid. They had a term in the world, they say, oh, high value man. They say, oh, he gotta have a great network of people that he's connected with. If you're doing all the things the Lord commanded you to do, you have all of that spiritually.
Yeah. Right.
Remember Kevin used to go and break down, this is what qualifies somebody as a high value man. I did a lesson a while back. I said, all these things that this man mentioned, the men of the Lord got that on a spiritual level. Maybe not the carnal substance and gain, but spiritually, these are the highest value men in the earth, because they possess all those qualities that the brother just read about. There's not a situation, if you are exercising the wisdom that the Lord has given us, that you wouldn't know how to navigate, which is going to put in a time where people aren't going to know what to do. It's going to make you very valuable, which is why the scriptures say, men of the Lord, a man should be as fine as gold in that day.
Because all the requirements and substance that they have, and this is all shit for this current world, bro. And this shit is about to fade away. You see, what the Lord gave us is how to build and mold, and He's molding us for a world that's that's something that's gonna be forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we doing right now is gonna lead into forever, man.
The characteristics the brother, just to add, the characteristics the brother just read too makes a man fit to be king. A king is responsible for many lives. If you have those qualities, you're fit for a leadership position. Not everybody possesses those qualities, man. Not everybody has the spirit to really walk in those qualities even when they don't want to. But we're like the scriptures talk about, we got shackles on us. Well, we gotta be that way. Shackles are beautiful. You got it, bro.
Read this next verse. Verse 9, it says, But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Niggas say, hey, they ain't got it, man. If you lacking that, man, in a lot of camps.
Damn, I tried.
Oh, what the?
I tried, man. I had my foot on it, like it, man. Shit.
Yeah, we doing something right, man.
Right.
We know we doing something right.
I'm about to, they gotta go like this now. Shit. I didn't think it was gonna go like that.
Esau got his witches out there like, shit, just cut the video off. They up there
Right.
praying, doing their bullshit. Cut that shit off.
Nigga cutting themselves.
I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah.
Something about it was beating themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the days to come, man, all that left-handed magic, that shit ain't gonna work. The Lord gonna cut that faucet off.
Right.
Because whatever they got access to, the Lord allowing them to have access to it.
All right.
When that shit get cut off, the elites, they gonna crash out too. Everybody gonna crash out. And who gonna have stability? Those with the knowledge and wisdom, man. We're in a beautiful position to be in. We really can't lose. You see? That was it on that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You go back. What you say?
You want that Peter, right?
Yeah, because we was at 9, but I think we read down. I want to get to 13.
Yeah, we read. Yeah.
You know, I like
Like-
that 13.
Where we at?
Second,
Oh, wait, I'm at 12 right now. I remember.
Yeah, keep going.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Well, I'm just rereading. It says, looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved.
Now, that's a part of the armor of God. Somebody that's really looking to and hastening the kingdom.
Yeah.
Because if that's what you're concerned with, that can't be used against you with wickedness. Somebody that's looking forward to money, somebody that's looking forward to status or fame, that can be used to manipulate them against you. How about Shemi Abishai?
Exactly.
But this devil don't have control over the kingdom. He can't give or take it away. So you can't be controlled by him if that's what you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that's in this mindset is a formidable opponent to the wicked. Keep going, bro.
God. Continuing on, it says, all right, being on fire shall dissolve and the elements shall melt. Nope. Yeah. Elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So the elect are going to be signed and crying for the abominations being done in the midst of Ezekiel 94, and looking towards the kingdom. It tells you what the mindset of a man of the Lord is going to be. Then now that you know that, when you run across people who call themselves Israelites, ask yourself, is this their mindset? That's all you need to know. Ask yourself if they sign a crime for the abomination being done in the midst of, and if they want the kingdom to be here like yesterday, are they cool with this and what they got here, or trying to be? It'll let you know who's who. It ain't hard to see who's who, really.
Yeah, it's really not.
Because the scriptures give you the criteria. Okay, these are my men and these ain't. You know, you want to say something?
Because in 2 Timothy 3 and 13, it goes into how evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So they're getting worse by the day anyways. So it's like by default making it even more and more obvious that they're not the men of the Lord. Right? You got IOIC on they bullshit, ICBK on they bullshit.
ICBK said, we're not Hebrews, we just Israelites.
Nah, that was IOIC.
ICBK?
No, IOIC.
That was IUIC?
Yeah, they said that. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm an American Israelite. I would be called that.
Yeah, that was IUIC.
Yeah.
That sounds
They was on the podcast, I think. That dude.
ICBK said something recently. I can't remember what they said.
Some
I
bullshit.
think it was some more bullshit about John the Baptist. I got the clip saved on my phone. They got a dude that be with Captain Cesariak. He look like he from Mike.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I got it in the chamber. I'm gonna go in there. He said some wild shit early. But they are, like you said, they all waxing worse and worse.
Yeah.
Every week is some new bullshit. You like, damn, where'd you get that from?
Just pulling shit.
The Lord is just revealing to the congregation who his men are and who aren't.
Right.
You know?
Niggas ain't speaking about immortality. They're not calling out the wicked. Look at this shit that's going on. They're not bringing out these summit meetings that these niggas, what they talking about at these summit meetings. Like, bro, this should be the main topic that you niggas talking about. You look at brothers at Great Millstone. That's how you constantly
Prophecy.
exposing this nigga, bro.
Prophecy.
Exposing this nigga, going into all of these big words. And he sound like these big words.
Yeah.
You know, long speeches and big words to make a nigga bored.
They want to look smart.
Right.
They want to look important. Man, I don't give a fuck about looking important, bro. We got to get out of here. This man is eating babies.
Right.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about, man?
Right.
What the fuck are we talking about, bro? It's like, these men are not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. When you go to Revelation 19 and 10, it says the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And they don't do that.
That's it. It's hard.
That's America.
Okay. We got to get out of here.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll wake up in the morning like, fuck.
Right.
Yeah, it's like there's no escape from the evil.
Right.
There's nowhere you could go.
This nigga is the devil. This nigga dumb. Bro, I said, I was watching the videos, bro. You know, little reels on Instagram, bro. This nigga, which I already know, this nigga just dumped the chicken and nigga just bathed the chicken in chlorine.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I had to do a food today. I had to put chlorine in the food. Bro, that shit was so motherfucking strong, bro. I couldn't even say you can't stand the smell of it, bro. Like, bro, this nigga dunking the chicken in that shit. The dude was saying, like, on the package, on the ground beef packages at the stores. The nigga said he went to Walmart, he went to Walmart, he went to Tom Thumb, Kroger's, he went to mainstream stores, and he said he got the packages of the ground beef. And he said on the back of the packages, it don't tell you nothing. It don't tell you where it was produced, how you know how it was manufactured, none of that shit. It just got something on it got like a bar on the back of the fucking package, and he said you scan that shit and it sends you to the FDA or whatever, like, or some shit like that, and it basically tells you that this meat is either clone meat or some other bullshit, bro.
Damn.
So this is the shit that we in, and this is the shit, and you see, this is the shit that is going on, and nobody's talking about it. No other Israelite groups is bringing shit. They ain't talking about shit.
Look at shit. All these kids that go missing and they'll never find them, but they got this excess of beef jerky and all kind of meats, and you be like, "Then where all this meat coming from?" The thing about it, they say McDonald's sell like 2 million patties a day.
I said serving 1 billion a day.
It's 1 billion.
Yeah, like that shit. Let me look.
There's not that many. That's not that many cows. Where's all this meat coming from? You know what I mean? It's just like being here and knowing what you know is like.
Yeah.
You see why Lot was vexed from day to day. And when you read it, it never quite does it justice when you see it.
Nah,
like
you're feeling it, yeah.
When you feeling it, like when you come face to face with what the scriptures is actually talking about.
Right, so like
it's two
millions.
It's millions. I was like,
that's still a lot, though.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
So like that's a lot. Yeah,
I was like, yo. But yeah, bro, the meat is tainted, and the scriptures tell us that our meat will be tainted here. Man.
Yeah.
So it's being here, and for you to be knowing you're an Israelite and you to be complacent, being in Babylon, you are not in the right spirit.
Yeah.
And I don't want nothing to do with your ass.
Yeah, literally everything is messed up. That's why the days had to be shortened, as it says in Matthew the 24th chapter, right? Lord, shorten the days for the elect's sake, man, because if you didn't, Esau just destroy everything and everybody, including himself.
Saved, yeah.
Yes.
No flesh will be saved. Like Matthew 24.
Right.
No flesh will be saved. If this man was allowed to continue in his enterprise, everything would go to shit.
Yes.
Life will be extinct on earth. All right? But that's not gonna happen. He loses. So you know that's the comfort that we have. You know, this man loses, that we're going to be out of this place. That we're going to be protected in Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But these niggas don't even go into Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
They get uncomfortable talking about Jacob's trouble. They don't, anything that makes their flesh uncomfortable, they ain't about it, man.
Yeah.
So we see what they on. Y'all got any more precepts, man? Because, yeah, it is 9-8, isn't it? Yeah, it's way past time. What you want to do? Y'all got another one, and y'all got closing one?
I ain't got no closing one, but you got one?
I can bring out something.
Okay.
This 1 Peter chapter 1. All right, I'm gonna read it in
Damn, time flip.
I'm reading NLT. 1 Peter 1 and 5. I'm starting.
Yeah,
matter of fact, I'm reading the KJV, Salaki, and the NLT. It says, who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. But that same verse in the NLT, it says, and through your faith, the Most High is protecting you by His power until you receive His this salvation, which is ready to be revealed on the last day for all to see. Or when you go into that word kept, it's Strong's 5432. I'm gonna let this nigga say it.
Strong's G 5432. Through the nail. Through the nail.
But it says to guard, to protect by military guard.
Mm.
It says either to prevent hostile invasion. What's that hostile invasion? Stick your arm out, nigga.
Yeah.
Putting the chip in nigga,
Yeah.
man. You know, Esau trying to put the chip in you, man. That's a hostile invasion. He's trying to molest you. That's the definition of that word salvation.
Yeah.
When you look it up in the blue letter. To be saved from the molestation of enemies, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Crying out, we're gonna cry. And you mentioned what is it? Go back up.
It says to guard, to protect by a military guard.
And angels encampeth round about them that fear him. There you go. That's it.
It says either to prevent hostile invasion or to keep the inhabitant of a besieged city from flight. It says to protect by guarding. It says by watching and guarding to preserve one for the attainment of something. You know that what does that attain? What does that attain? The promise is the salvation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Immortality, man. You see? We protected, man. See, this testimony comes with protection. You know what I'm saying? What is that song? What is Psalm 32?
Say it again.
The angels kept around about. Was that Psalm
34? That's 34.
Yeah, off by 2. Psalms 34 tells you that the angels kept around about those that fear the Lord. Psalms 91 goes into their protection. So we protected.
Yeah.
You see, as long as we're in the sanctuary, man. See, we have something we can run into. Whenever you're going through shit in your personal life by yourself, when you're not around brothers, you know what I'm saying? And you in that one-on-one battle, because that's when it counts the most. You can come out here all you want to and preach and, in front for the camera, but in your everyday life, are you living this truth? When ain't nobody watching, when it's just the angels watching your ass, are you living this truth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Satan gonna use situations. He gonna bring situations your way to see what you gonna do, man. And the Lord is allowing them, just like the Lord allowed him to test Job, man.
Yeah.
So when these things happen, you see, we've been equipped with the spiritual tools for the battle. The helmet, the breastplate, the sword, the word. How did our Lord combat the devil when he was tempted? He went straight to the scriptures.
Yep.
You do the same thing, and when that gets too much, what do? You call on the name, which is that strong tower, man, and you run into it. You see?
Man.
So use that. You know, prayer. Prayer is a weapon, man. Why you think right after it talks about the armor of the Lord, it immediately goes into prayer. And above all, it says you to pray. You know what I'm saying? Right after that, man.
Communication.
Right.
Communicate with the Lord. Communicate with your power.
Yep.
You got to keep your medicine strong, as Apostle McCall likes to say.
Yep.
All right, that prayer. All right, and then you being in that spirit, it puts your mind in the right place when you're encountering people, situations in the daily.
Just like when Elijah, the elder Yariala did a video today on the same thing we talking about. And he brought up, because Priest Azariah put that in the chat earlier about 2 Kings when Elisha. You know what I'm saying? When that situation, when the Syrian king, they besieged the city where Elisha was, and the servant got up and he seemed like, God, he started bugging out, like, oh shit, what the fuck we don't know what we gonna do? We trapped.
Be with us, be with them.
Elisha was cool and calm. He prayed to the Lord. Lord, open his eyes, let him see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he seen, the Lord opened his eyes and he seen the angels, man. Yeah. You see?
Seen that military.
What did it say? It say they are with us.
They that be with us.
Yeah.
It's more than them that be with
bro.
them. Yeah.
He probably seen it like, oh damn, okay, yeah, we good, we straight.
Yeah.
We straight.
That ain't shit.
We straight.
Yeah. Bro, hey, that's the energy we gotta have in the midst of this test, because this devil gonna come with his shit. And he ain't no slouch to a mortal. Yeah, no. It ain't a mortal that got our back. It's a God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we dealing with this devil, don't ever be in the spirit of being timid. When he come. When the shit pop off, we don't gotta wear the mask no more. Be bold in the Lord, man. Be bold like our forefathers was bold. We ain't gotta have no fear in our heart for this man, bro. I love the story with the brothers in the Maccabees.
What did he say about the threats of the? Don't be afraid of the threat.
First Maccabees 2:60.
Okay, I got
61.
Said First Maccabees, right?
First Maccabees 2:60.
First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 60.
Or 61, that's where it started.
All right, in verse 61, it says, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Fear not the words of a sinful man, but his glory shall be dung and worm.
This thing about the lose, and he ain't shit to our power. So I'm not finna disrespect the husband by being like, oh, nah, big bro got y'all. I ain't tripping. Do what you gonna do.
Right.
Do what you gonna do, bro.
Yep.
I know how this shit end. You do too. That's why you so frantic.
Right. Yeah.
I ain't tripping on you, man. Do your part, and I'm gonna do mine.
Yep.
So I guess with that being said, man, we'll give all praises once more too.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem B'Kakodash.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone taught us the truth and rule well. Shalom to all the brothers, and if you are brought pursuing this truth and sincerity, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom. Nah, that went crazy though.